Hey guys, it's Steve Langhausen from Pacing Racing. Now, you've registered for your first triathlon, and this excitement is now becoming reality, and you're trying to figure out what you need to pack for race day. Now, in this video, we'll go over a checklist on everything that you need to pack in order that you're going to be prepared for that day. Okay guys, so let's get right into the pre-race checklist. The first thing you want to do is be checking your bike over, make sure the gears are working properly. If you're able to take it for a test drive out on the road, then that'd be optimal. But if not, you can even use it on the indoor trainer if that'll work for you. Tire pressures, just make sure they're filled up. But if it's one of these races that you have to leave your bike there the night before or the day before, then just make sure you bring your tire pump with you in the morning to fill it accordingly. You'll find a lot with the races that you have to leave the bike there the day before, the tire pressure will change dramatically overnight because of the heat during the day, and then at night it's cooling down outside. You'll find that there's a lot of expansion in the tires, so if you can, bring your pump in the morning and just fill it accordingly. Lastly, just make sure your chain is all cleaned up, it's nice and lubricated. And number 2 is attach the race numbers. So the day before, you'll be picking up a pre-race registration kit. In this kit, you'll have your bike number, your helmet number, and also a bib number. So just attach those accordingly, and just as one less thing you have to worry about the morning of. Number 3 is a spare tire kit. Make sure you pack one of these. If you don't have a saddlebag, then check the link in the description below. There's a link to Amazon. It's a good quality bag. There's also a spare tire kit there as well, so definitely check those out. And another tip, I'll leave a video link down here once I finish making this video. Just a video to change your tire and how to do it, and how to do it kind of on the side of the road. I was surprised when I first started racing how many people were on the side of the road in the middle of a race changing their tires over. It's just something that happens a lot more frequently than you would think, so definitely don't go into the race without one of these spare tire kits. Number 4 is tape the nutrition to the bike. So if you want to look at my YouTube channel, there's other videos on how to determine how much nutrition you need to consume on the bike, sort of based off like how many carbs per hour and that sort of thing. And also just know roughly how much hydration you want to consume on the bike. Now everyone's going to be different, so I can't really get into detail on hydration, just because some people can tolerate more liquids and others it'll bog them down, and others need more than hydration than others. So unfortunately, you just have to know how much you want to consume on the bike, and make sure that if you have Gatorades, that take the seal off the night before, put them all in the fridge so they're good to go, so it's just one thing you don't think about the morning of. So if you want to see in this video here, just tape the gel packs onto the bike if you don't have a gel pack holder. Both work just as fine. Just make sure you tape on the tab that rips off so that it's nice and easy to get with just one hand. Number 5 is charge your bike computer or GPS watch, and just make sure your settings are correctly set up. So if you want to have multi-sport on, if you want to include transition times, that sort of thing. Number 6, plan your breakfast and set an alarm. So don't try new foods the morning of, just stick to what you know, what you've done every training session leading up to this. Changing it last second might cause some stomach issues. And lastly, just set up an alarm and also a backup alarm. Here's a little thing, what would benefit you more, 15 minutes more sleep or an extra 15 minutes getting up early? That's all up to you, you make that decision yourself. I personally like to get up a little bit 15 minutes earlier than I normally would, just to get myself that much more prepared. But most other people that I find, they would rather have that 15 minutes more of sleep. They find that'll make them more prepared. So do whatever works for you. And number 7 are the logistics. So just go over the directions the day before. Make sure you know where you're going, how long it's going to take you to get there, where are the washrooms on the course, and where you're going to park. Registration times, when they open up, and when your swim time starts. Also, another thing here, back to nutrition and hydration, just when you'll consume the on-course nutrition and hydration. If you want to plan that out the night before, that'd be one less thing to think about on the bike or run course. So if you want to pause the video here or just take a screenshot, whatever you need to do, write down a checklist, cross off the items. So pack the night before, lay them all out, just make sure you have everything, and then pack it. 2 sets of goggles. I use tint and also a little bit lighter of a tint, but I never go clear lens just because I find every time I have done that, I still found there was some reflection of water or light on the water in every sort of lake swim I've done. So I like to just keep 2 levels of tint, but that's again preference. Bring your wetsuit, body glide or lube or baby oil, whatever you need to slide your wetsuit on easily over your ankles and wrist. Bring a towel to wipe your feet off at transition 1 when you're going to put socks on. Waterproof sunscreen. You're going to be wearing your tri-top and shorts underneath your wetsuit, and you'll be given a swim cap in your pre-race registration kit. But also, if you need earplugs or nose clip, make sure you pack them. For your bike, you're going to be needing your helmet, set of cycling shoes and socks, your sunglasses. Make sure your water bottles and nutrition are packed and good to go. That saddle bag that has your spare tire kit. And again, if you can, bring your pump with you. But if not, other people at the race will have pumps, so don't be too worried about that. The run course, make sure you have a pair of running shoes and also an extra pair of laces if you really want to be on the ball. Running socks if you decide you're going to change out socks from the bike. Hat or visor if you wear them. A race belt with your race bib number already attached. Your run nutrition. Now just remember there is nutrition offered on the run course, but just decide if you need extra nutrition, then decide that beforehand. Bring your body glide if you have any chafing problems. Make sure your GPS watch is fully charged, and if you wear a heart rate monitor strap, just make sure to bring that. I wear one in training, but I don't normally wear it on races. So power tip number 1. What I like to do is drive the bike a run course and walk down to see the swim course the day before when I go pick up the pre-kit registration. So if you could do this, this is a good way to sort of help with visualization of the course, and you'll know where your turnarounds are, you'll get a feel of the course, and just helping see it beforehand makes it less deceiving and intimidating. So one thing you can do as well is look up on Google some other athletes on Strava and check out if they've done the course before, because that'll show you the course elevation, and you can find out basically where at like which kilometer are there going to be some massive hills, or is the first half of the course going to be uphill and the second downhill, that sort of thing. So that's always good to check out beforehand so you can kind of map out what your race day plan is going to be. And power tip number 2, just pre-establish with your family where you're going to meet post-race and approximately what time you're going to be finishing, so that they're not waiting around there all day. Pre-establish where they can watch you from if they are going to stay there, and you can set them up with the athlete tracker on the Ironman app on your phone if it's an Ironman race. And lastly, just make sure you're keeping them organized so that you're not scrambling the morning of, and you're not worried about them scrambling the day of. So just make sure that you're nice and organized. That makes for the best case scenario of a strong race.
Okay guys, so hopefully that helps, and hopefully that was a little bit informative to you guys. Just double check everything, make sure your bag is packed and ready to go so you don't have to think about it race morning. Other than that guys, I'll leave a link in the description below that goes to my other video on top 10 triathlon gear review. So if you're still missing 1 or 2 items, then definitely check that out before you run to the store, and you can have that delivered to your doorstep by Amazon. So again guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and best of luck.